Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Kingsley S. Happy New Year and welcome to a new decade 2020. In the ZenBook Pro Duo, Asus is thinking about big screen laptops in a whole new way. The Taiwanese tech giant has plastered almost every particular square inch of the inside of this futuristic laptop with touchscreens and everything you hope to see in a laptop. Let's move into the pros and cons of the Asus ZenBook Pro Duo 15-inch. For the pros, the Asus ZenBook Pro Duo approaches big screen laptops in a whole new way with a 15.6-inch 4K OLED touch display where the laptop screen typically goes, and another 14-inch wide display above the keyboard. It is a brilliant concept for digital artists who need as much screen real estate as possible. The main screen is a 4K OLED display with a native resolution of 3840 by 2160 pixels. The ScreenPad Plus itself is located above the keyboard and below the main display. It also has a 4K width resolution, but it is shorter in the other dimension, 3840 by 1110 pixels. And it is not an OLED screen. Instead, Asus used a LCD display for the ScreenPad Plus. To fit both screens into a single chassis, Asus moved the keyboard and touchpad to the bottom edge of the ZenBook Pro Duo's base, with the touch surface to the right of the key layout in place of a number pad. It is actually a very good position, ergonomically speaking, as long as you would use the included wrist rest. I find the angle similarly comfortable to what you would feel from a standalone keyboard with a built-in wrist rest like the Logitech G613 wireless mechanical gaming keyboard. Getting into the flow with the ScreenPad Plus, the ZenBook Pro Duo's main attraction and the reason you would put up with the huge body is the ScreenPad Plus. It has got a bit of a learning curve, but it can be very useful for a number of tasks once you have got the hang of it. When you power on the ZenBook Pro Duo for the first time, the ScreenPad Plus offers some hands-on tutorials which familiarize you with using the launcher and the action menu. The launcher accessed by tapping on the chevron icon on the left-hand side of the ScreenPad Plus, which is the principal means of control. Here you will find a customizable app to run directly on the ScreenPad Plus instead of the main display. The launcher also includes shortcuts to key ScreenPad Plus settings in a column on the left-hand side. Here you would find the brightness slider, a button that swaps everything on the main display into the ScreenPad Plus panel and vice versa, and an app navigating button that shows all of the open and recently closed apps on the ScreenPad Plus, similar to tags view in Windows 10. You also get a button to disable the keyboard, a necessary step before you rest your wrist on the keyboard to draw or write on the ScreenPad Plus. Finally, there is this customizable tags group feature which lets you sign groups of up to 3 apps to open automatically, 2 on the main screen and 3 on the ScreenPad Plus, and many more features. Other use cases are playing PC gaming. Chat windows and live stream apps would go on the ScreenPad Plus, the gaming being up above in the main screen. Editing videos, you would use the ScreenPad Plus for tools, panels and timelines, and graphics, you would draw with the included stylus on the ScreenPad Plus, while your main content canvas in the screen above. Beyond the second screen, as you would expect for such a forward-thinking expensive laptop, the ZenBook Pro Duo also has plenty of other advanced features beside the ScreenPad Plus. These include simple niceties available on many Asus laptops, like a touchpad that doubles as a calculator. You hold your finger above the embossed calculator symbol for a second to activate the blacklist number, and an ergo-lift hinge that tilts the keyboard and ScreenPad Plus towards you when the laptop is open for a more ergonomic typing, viewing, drawing and tapping position. The main 4K display and OLED panel boost many features that will appeal to digital artists, including HDR support, Pantone validation, a rated 100,000:1 contrast ratio that reflects the extremely depth of OLED source black, and the ability to display the entire DCI P3 color gamut. The screen looks fantastic for watching videos and browsing the web, with inky blacks, scripty text and vivid colors. It is impossible to appreciate it unless you are looking at it in person or displayed on another OLED display. Above the main display, there is a webcam with IR sensors for face recognition logins to your Windows 10 account. The camera offers laptop standard video quality, which can get a little bit fuzzy in low light conditions, but it is impressive that the lens assembly fits in such a small area above the display at all. The ZenBook Pro Duo's main display covers 89% of the laptop's footprint. One unusual but gimmicky feature is a light bar on the front edge that is supposed to pulse when you speak to Amazon Alexa or Microsoft Cortana voice assistant. It is nice that the bar shines through the detachable wrist rest. The ZenBook Pro Duo is among the first handful of laptops to come with Wi-Fi 6 support. The laptop also supports Bluetooth 5.0. The right edge features a USB Type-C port with Thunderbolt 3 mode support, an audio jack, and a USB 3.1 second gen Type A port. The opposite edge hosts a power input for the 230W power adapter, whose bulkiness takes its size from the laptop itself. It has a HDMI 2.0 output and a second USB 3.1 Gen 2 Type A port. The lack of an SD card reader and an Ethernet jack are surprising on such an expensive machine, and it could be a major problem for artists who frequently must import footage from cameras and then store it on a network drive. Stereo speakers offers adequate sound, though the maximum volume level is not quite as rich or as impressive for such a large machine. Impressive computing power. The Core i9 CPU has 8 processing cores and a 5 GHz maximum boost clock speed, while the GeForce RTX 2060 has 6 GB of dedicated video memory, and it is based on NVIDIA latest Turing architecture. The entry-level configuration of the ZenBook Pro Duo includes a Core i7 CPU, 16 GB of memory, and a 1 TB SSD, and it is $500 cheaper. The ZenBook Pro Duo notches 4 hours and 49 minutes of battery life. That is not a terrible penalty to pay for a lot of extra screen real estate. That's all for the pros, and for the cons, the downside of the unorthodox positioning is that the ZenBook Pro Duo's keyboard and touchpad are more cramped than they otherwise would be on a 15-inch laptop. It lacks SSD reader. It is also heavy with a weight of 5.5 pounds and a short battery life, which is poor for a futuristic machine like this. What are your thoughts on the two screens one side to build from Asus? Drop them down in the comment section of this video, and a sub will be amazing to get from you. Specification data of the Asus ZenBook Pro Duo is a laptop used for general purpose. Lest I forget, it has an included stylus used for jotting notes, taking screenshots, and artists can draw with the included stylus on the ScreenPad Plus, while the main content canvas is displayed on the screen above. Both the main display and the secondary ScreenPad Plus are touch enabled. It comes with a soft wrist rest and it is detachable. It runs Windows 10 on its platform. Processor name Intel Core i9. Processor speed 2.4 GHz. RAM as tested 16 GB up to 32 GB. Storage type SSD. Storage capacity as tested 1 TB PCIe SSD. Additional storage none. Screen type widescreen. Screen size 15.6 inches. Resolution 3840 by 2160 pixels. Main display. Touchscreen yes. Graphic card NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060. Weight 5.51 lb. Battery rundown 5 hours 22 minutes benchmark. Starting and lowest price at $2,499. The Asus ZenBook Pro Duo is a thoughtful, pricey reinvention of the laptop with a second screen in the keyboard base and a Core i9 processor that should appeal to creative professionals with resourceful, intensive workflows. Thanks for watching till the end. To see my upcoming videos, follow these steps: 1 like, 2 comment, 3 subscribe, and 4 share. I am Kingsley S, signing out.